Hi, I'm Ed.
I'm Sheree.
I'm James.
And I'm Oliver.
In this video we're going to be designing a crop rotation for a Cotswolds mixed farm.
We're going to use a 6-year rotation involving winter wheat, winter oilseed rape, winter wheat again, spring barley, and then a 2-year layer of ryegrass.
In this rotation we'll be using different cultivation techniques to manage soil structure and organic matter in the soil.
Whilst we're talking about the soil, Cotswolds has two main soils, which are clay loam and Cotswold brash. And with these two types of soils, they have very good pH, and they are also very good at water and nutrient retention.
In Cotswolds the soil is fairly shallow and it's normally around 30 centimetres deep. The average annual rainfall is around 800 millimetres a year. As you can see, this is a field of winter wheat. It's probably drilled about 2 weeks ago after oilseed rape. As you can see, the soil is very limestoney, which causes a few problems with certain crops.
This is a crop of winter wheat. We'd aim for about 10 tonne a hectare with a strong yield. We'd probably be drilling it about mid-September and harvesting throughout August. This has been drilled and then ring rolled. The reason it's ring rolled is to increase seed soil contact for consolidation and establishment.
Common weeds in wheat would be blackgrass, mayweed, wild oats, mare's tail and broadleaf weeds.
The cultivations that we would carry out would be ploughing to prevent weeds, just to get them under control. Then cultivating to produce a good till to make a decent seed bed, and then rolling to get your soil to seed contact for good germination.
Common problems that we find with are a flea beetle, cabbage stem flea beetle, and this causes problems because it may start as a small hole when the leaf's young. As we can see here, as the leaves grow larger, the holes grow larger, giving less surface area for photosynthesis. We also have slug problems, which can be seen with damaged outsides of the leaves. We've put oilseed rape in our rotation because it can help combat many weeds such as blackgrass. It was probably drilled with a subsoiler, which would flick, and on the back of the subsoiler the seeds would be flicked on and then pressed in to stop birds eating them.
OSR is usually drilled around the middle of August, and the harvest time is end of July.
After the second wheat we will grow spring barley. This gives the soil a break over winter and allows us to combat weeds through the use of a stale seed bed. This machine goes over the stubble shallowly and creates a tilth for any weed seeds and volunteers to germinate. Once the stale seed bed is established, it is sprayed off with glyphosate. Once the glyphosate has killed off the stale seed bed, it is ploughed in. This buries everything about 8 inches below the surface. Ploughing also creates a nice clean surface, ready for further seedbed preparation and drilling.
Spring barley is usually harvested around the middle to the end of August in time for ryegrass to be drilled.
And in the final part of the rotation, we have to do 2 years of ryegrass, and the drill starts in September, and we do 2 cuts in May and in June.
The main pests that you normally get within the ryegrass is normally rabbits and sometimes deer. Common weeds, docks and thistles, and normally nettles.
To summarise why we have chosen this rotation is because wheat is a very profitable. Oilseed grape gives the soil a break between the 2 wheats, and spring barley allows us to control the weed through the stale seed beds. And finally, ryegrass is a good break as well, and it's also provided for the livestock.